guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Esma.
I'm April.
And today we're making a two-step
Homemade butter.
The first step is, of course, to wash your hands, so come on.
Thank you.
Wash your hands. And now we're on to make our butter. Only 5 steps and 2 easy ingredients that I bet you have in your kitchen. Materials that you'll need are really easy ones, and you can also find in your cabinets, which is a mason jar with a lid, or it could be anything that could be closed and shaped like you can shake, and a plate, a little platter. Ingredients, you'll need heavy whipping cream. It could be any heavy whipping cream. For example, this is the generic version. Best choice. And some salt. So, what you have to start with is get your clean mason jar, open your jar up, and then pour some of your heavy whipping cream. It's gross. Open that up. Some of your heavy whipping cream into your mason jar. Just for a small batch of butter, this is amazing. So we'll close this up. And then it's handy to have a partner to shake this. So you'll shake it until, so actually heavy whipping cream can also make like a cream, like Cool Whip. So you can also make Cool Whip with this in a way, but you use sugar instead of salt. So once it starts to get all foamy, you know that's how it's working. So make sure you shake and shake and shake until you kind of get what we know as butter. Actually, this activity is really fun if you have little kids, because it's a really easy thing, and it's something that makes something so delicious that you can use at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So like I said, it's really easy. As you can hear it, thickening up. And we're almost there, so just give it a sec. Shaking, and you don't hear any sloshing, so that means we're actually in the cream phase. So let's take a look of what we have right now. So this is what you can use as kind of like a Cool Whip. As if you shake more, it'll become thicker depending on what consistency you want. And you just add sugar, and it makes such a delicious topping for pancakes, waffles, or anything. Now we're kind of past the cream stage, and we're actually getting more of a solid consistency. And as you can see in our jar, it's starting to kind of separate. So as we shake more and more, here, I'll open it so you guys can see. It's starting to thicken a lot more. And if you can see on the sides, as you like kind of shake it, it kind of falls down. That's how you know that you're getting your butter. See? Okay, I'll see you guys when we're at the next stage. We're still shaking, and you don't hear any sloshing, so that means we're actually in the cream phase. So let's take a look of what we have right now. So this is what you can use as kind of like a Cool Whip. As if you shake more, it'll become thicker depending on what consistency you want. And you just add sugar, and it makes such a delicious topping for pancakes, waffles, or anything. Now we're kind of past the cream stage, and we're actually getting more of a solid consistency. And as you can see in our jar, it's starting to kind of separate. So as we shake more and more, here, I'll open it so you guys can see. It's starting to thicken a lot more. And if you can see on the sides, as you like kind of shake it, it kind of falls down. That's how you know that you're getting your butter. See? Okay, I'll see you guys when we're at the next stage. So now we're really getting to the butter stage. So if you can hear that sloshing, yeah, that's buttermilk. Now this amazing homemade buttermilk, by the way, first of all, actually this is really cost-effective buttermilk and butter, because that heavy whipping cream bottle is really cheap. And for one, buttermilk isn't that cheap. And when you can make it at home, you know what you're putting in it. You know what I mean? So this buttermilk is actually really nice to make homemade pancakes or really anything. It's so delicious. And like I said, that's another fun activity you can do with your kids or your family or siblings. Personally, I love to do it with my siblings because it's an activity where they all get to be hands-on. So as you can see, here's the buttermilk, and the butter is starting to form. So we're just gonna give it a few more shakes, and then we'll be on to the next step. Okay, so we've given it a few more shakes, and now I want you guys to look at what our almost finished product looks like. Wow. So as you can see here, we have a bit of the butter on the lid, and then there's our buttermilk, which is super yummy. And now we're gonna go drain our butter, so come on. So of course, you don't have to keep your buttermilk, But I'm just gonna use this to save it because, like I said, it's really helpful for everything that you need. So we're gonna start by pouring our buttermilk in. And then we're gonna wash our hands again because we're about to touch this butter. Now that we've washed our hands, we're gonna pour our butter into our hands. Woo! There we go. Look at how yummy that is. Now we've drained our buttermilk, we're just gonna kind of plop it into our hands and then rinse it with very cold water. That way we can get all of it. So kind of just like rinse it little by little with your hands. Not directly on there because you will not have any more butter left. Now we've washed our butter, we're gonna put it on a platter and then we're just gonna kind of shape it. And then I'm gonna wash my hands because this is not what we need. This butter pairs deliciously with some toasted bread. Now our last step until we have to put it in our fridge is you get a butter knife, which I kind of looked this out, but it will really help you. You don't really need to use the butter knife, but I like to mix in all my salt, and you need some salt. So if you come over here, we have our little ball of butter. Now we're just gonna open this up and slowly pour it in. And now we're gonna kind of fold it into it. So now we folded our salt into our butter. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it sit in the fridge until it is nice and kind of solid, so that way we can use it on our toasted bread. So, see you guys in a bit. So we finally got our butter out of the fridge and we toasted it. Look at how yummy that bread looks. Now we're going to add our butter. As you can see, it's hardened. Well, not really, but a lot. Well, not. You know what I mean. So now we're just gonna put some butter on our toasted bread. Now this bread toast, it's super yummy, just super yummy. Amazing. You can see I put the butter on the toast. Look how melted it looks. It's so yummy. So now we're gonna have some of our friends try some of our bread. So now my partner who helped me, thank you April for helping me. You get a piece of bread. Now get whichever one you want. Get a taste test from the camera. Look at the yummy butter, so delicious. Let's eat it. Okay. Now we have our amazing recorder. I have my piece. I'm going to show you guys how delicious that looks. Now here are our steps. Just going to put this here for a second. You guys can screenshot it. And thank you so much for watching this video. I mean, I had an amazing time making it. So did my partner. Now, judges, what did you think about my butter?
1,000 out of 10. That was the best butter I've ever had. Really nice.
You heard it here, folks. Make sure you try this easy and simple two recipes. 5-step 2-ingredient butter. I hope to see you next time. Bye.